Hello students, welcome to another lesson presented by the Learning Depot. In today's lesson, you will learn all about the infinitive. You will learn about the bare or the zero infinitive and the full or the to infinitive. You will learn how it functions as a noun, an adjective, and as an adverb, and you will learn about its forms. And at the end, you will have a chance to practice with a quiz. Let's begin. An infinitive is a verb that is not bound by time. An infinitive is a base verb or a verb in its basic form. This is called the bare infinitive. We will look at the bare infinitive later on. When you think of the infinitive, you probably think of the verb form called the full infinitive or the to infinitive. The to infinitive is the verb in its base form plus the particle to, not to be confused with the preposition to. This to is often called the sign of the infinitive because it'll signal the full infinitive. The full or to infinitive is a verbal, and like gerunds and participles, a verbal may take the properties of a noun, an adjective, or an adverb. An infinitive can function or take as a subject, a direct object, a subject complement, an adjective, or an adverb. The infinitive can take on the properties of a noun in the form of a subject, a direct object, or a subject complement. To perform in America's Got Talent is Allie's dream. To launch the boat was impossible in the rough waters. The teacher told us to write neatly. We should try to practice our dance routine every day. Allie's dream is to sing on the world's stage. The school's objective was to increase parental involvement. The infinitive can also take on properties of an adjective by modifying a noun. We will hire some workers to put up a fence. I need a tutor to teach me Spanish. The infinitive can also function as an adverb. You know that an adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Adverbs answer the question when, where, how, and to what extent. Nina went to New York to study medicine. Charles called the hospital to inquire about his sick aunt. The split infinitive. Although used in informal speech, make sure that you avoid this in formal and writing situations. The split infinitive occurs when you place an adverb between the to particle and the base form of the infinitive. For example, Lola begged the detective to carefully inquire into this matter. Remove carefully and place it after the verb inquire. Lola begged the detective to inquire carefully into this matter. Mr. Ryan made a motion to postpone indefinitely the question, not to indefinitely postpone the question. Again, you may hear this in informal speech, but make sure to avoid this in your formal speaking or writing situations. Let's look at the bare infinitive. The base form of the verb without to is called the bare infinitive. The bare infinitive is used along with the auxiliary verb do and with the modal verbs can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, and would. You should give the baby a bath. I could sleep better if the room was cooler. He will be angry if disturbed. The bare infinitive is also used with verbs of perception. A verb of perception conveys the experience of the physical senses, like touch, hear, smell, taste, and see. Maria heard the birds sing a tune. She felt the sun warm her face. She saw the children play in the sand. The bare infinitive is also used with verbs of causation. These are verbs that show that someone or something caused something to happen. Some examples are make, cause, allow, help, have, enable, keep, hold, let, force, and require. The teacher let Perry turn in the late assignment. They had their children attend private school. We had the house painted by professionals. The infinitive does not have a tense on its own. The infinitive has four forms: the perfect infinitive, the continuous infinitive, the perfect continuous infinitive, and the passive infinitive. The continuous infinitive is used to express a continuing action. The continuous, also called the progressive infinitive, has the following structure: the to particle plus be plus the present participle. As with the present infinitive, there are many times where the bare or zero form of the continuous infinitive is required, so the word to is omitted. This happens after most modal auxiliaries. I am delighted to be meeting my favorite singer. It feels good to be moving to our new home. You shouldn't be speaking that way to your mother. Surely you must be joking. The perfect infinitive is used to indicate a completed or perfected action or condition. The perfect infinitive has the following structure: the to particle plus have plus a past participle. As with the present infinitive, there are many times where the bare or zero form of the perfect infinitive is required, so the word to is omitted. Again, this happens after most modal auxiliaries. I am delighted to have met my favorite singer. To have missed the train because you were late is ridiculous. I should have received the email by now. He wouldn't have failed the test if he had studied all night. The perfect continuous infinitive is used to express a continuing but now completed action. The perfect continuous infinitive is used by forming to plus have been plus a present participle. Like all other forms, there are situations where the zero or bare form of the perfect continuous infinitive is required, so the word to is omitted. Again, this happens after most modal auxiliaries. The fugitive is thought to have been living in Barcelona for the past 10 years. The baby seemed to have been crying all morning. She must have been practicing all day for her recital. He should have been saving for his college expenses. The passive infinitive is used with other verbs to express an action received by the subject of a sentence. It is formed by combining to be with the past participle of a verb. The killer is not likely to be revealed until the end of the movie. The car has to be repaired before we go on the road. The bills have to be paid by month's end. How did you do? Make sure you go back and review the parts of the video that you did not understand. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll be sure to answer them. And before you go, please take a moment to subscribe and to hit that notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!